Yes, please, take my money. Hey, it's me. I'm feeling so much better right now. I'm still a little bit sick, but I had kind of a miserable sick day yesterday, and I didn't want to take medicine because I'm really stubborn. Can you tell? But this morning I was like, I am not gonna have a miserable day. I need to prepare for this hurricane. So I took a little bit of ibuprofen and I feel like a new person. I love modern medicine. Anyway, this video is gonna be what I eat while hurricane prepping. So right now I'm just snacking on some fresh figs and strawberries, but this is probably the last fresh food that I'm gonna have today because the rest of my meals, snacks, and treats are gonna be out of the freezer. If you have been through a hurricane, you know nothing in the freezer survives. There's no way to keep any of it at all. And food waste is one of my biggest pet peeves. It stresses me out. It makes me sad. Yeah, I don't waste food. All of us are gonna be eating foods out of the freezer for the next 3 days until the hurricane gets here, and we will put the rest of our food, like condiments and things that are still left in the fridge, on ice. So we're gonna be having a lot of smoothies and popsicles and mock meats. You might be wondering about all this shite around me. Excuse the mess, but I'm preparing for a hurricane right now. So I thought I would give you guys a quick little hurricane haul in case you've never been through one. I moved to Florida when I was like 10, I think. Don't quote me on that. I think I was like 10. So I've now been through maybe 7 or 8 hurricanes. Yeah, so this ain't no thing. I'm like a pro at this by now. And I've been vegan for like 5 or 6 of those. So yeah, I'm like a pro at hurricane stock up at this point. I bought a lot of dry snacks just to kind of like munch on in the dark during the hurricane. Basically, okay, if you've never been through a hurricane, this is how it goes. You're like up watching movies, like waiting for the storm to come. The rain and the wind starts like about 24 hours before the storm actually gets here. And it's like, okay, everything's totally normal. Then you go to sleep, and in the middle of the night, the power goes out, and you're like, ugh, here we go. If you don't have a generator, then you're like, gotta get up, put everything on ice, and like it's hot, and did you charge your phone and your camera and everything that you need the night before? And the stores are closed at this point, so hopefully you got enough water and food to last you for, they say, for up to a week, but I mean the stores generally open maybe 3 or 4 days after a hurricane, depending on how severe it is, but for the first day or two, the gas stations aren't even open yet. My brother works at a water company, and he is giving me a big 5-gallon jug of water, which comes in a big refillable plastic bottle. So I didn't have to buy any water in plastic bottles, which I am so grateful for. I did grab a couple of these glass aquapanas just in case, and we're also going to be filling up all of our reusable water bottles with filtered water from our Berkey. So that's under control. And I just bought a bunch of like little finger foods for the kids, some little GFBs, of course, some quinoa puffs, which we just tried last week and the kids like them, and some dry breakfast bars because you can't make oatmeal without boiling water, and cereal's okay with like shelf-stable almond milk, but pass. Personally. I also got some of these breakfast bars. These Nature's Bakery cherry oatmeal crumble bars literally taste like those Nutri-Grain bright metallic foil wrapped. I'm just gonna put a picture up here for those of you who didn't grow up in the 90s. Yum, nostalgia in a box right here. Get yourself some of these. And they also have gluten-free if you need that kind of thing. We love this company. And I got, now this isn't shelf stable, but it's an absolute hurricane necessity in my opinion, some Miyoko's garlic and herb cheese. It's like a softish vegan cheese that is insane. This is like $10 a box. Yes, please, take my money. When you're going through a crisis, this is the kind of thing that's gonna get you through the night. So I can't go into a hurricane without this stuff. And I bought some rosemary and sesame saltines to spread that stuff on. Oh, this is gonna be a good time. And I also bought a bunch of nuts and dried fruit to make a trail mix with, so the kids can just kind of munch during the day while we look out the window. When there's no electricity and there's a hurricane, we pretty much just all take turns looking out the window. The little cracks that are still left after you board up a house or like put your hurricane shutters on, you gotta take turns, you know. There's not enough room for everybody to like peek out the crack. We'll be munching on trail mix and peeking out the window. So for my trail mix, I bought pistachios and banana chips, dried mango and cherries, and I got some coconut waters because we can drink these even if they're not cold. It's totally fine. And I got some popcorn, of course. I have a frozen pastry crust in the freezer that I do not want to go to waste, so I just bought a can of pumpkin so that I can make a pumpkin pie today, and we'll just eat that for dinner tonight. I mean, we'll eat that for dessert tonight and for breakfast in the morning. Yes, that is not gonna go to waste. I bought a ton of beans and tortillas because burritos are one of the easiest things to eat during a hurricane. Open a can of beans, get your tortillas and a jar of salsa, and you're good to go. And I also bought a bag of little apples for the kids to snack on because they do okay out of the refrigerator. And of course, what hurricane party would be complete without some chocolate peppermints? Oh yeah. The adults are gonna require a lot of chocolate to get through a week with no electricity and lots of little kids. I also bought some bananas because, I mean, we just need bananas, right? Everybody needs bananas sometimes, except me. I don't really like bananas. But anyway, that is my little hurricane haul. And now let's get into what I'm gonna have for breakfast. As you know, if you have been watching my videos for a while, I always start my day off with a little fruit, whether that's a smoothie or fresh fruit or whatevs. Today it just happens to be figs and strawberries. All right, let's go take a look inside the freezer and kind of plan what our day's meals are gonna look like. We have lots of popsicles in here. I usually just make the kids a smoothie and then pour it into popsicle molds. Ice. Oh, we have acai packs, blueberry bagels, breakfast burritos, and regular burritos down here. Oh my goodness. Walnuts. I might have to bake some muffins with those. Just some blueberries and mango the kids were snacking on, so I'm gonna give that to them now. There's some Gardein Mandarin Orange crispy vegan chicken nuggets. I will give that to T. That's one of his favorite things. Here are the pie crusts I was telling you about. I am going to make 2 pumpkin pies today, like right now, so I better take that out too. And I have one of these take and bake multi-grain breads, and I have some Gardein crispy tenders, which I'm gonna give the kids for lunch, I think. And I have so much frozen fruit and veg. I've got a whole thing of organic broccoli, some mango chunks, strawberries, corn. Oh my God, I don't know how we're gonna eat all this in 4 days. Some peas and edamame. And then this is just like frozen papaya and oranges, and this is full of papaya too. Some vegan meatballs, some Gardein beefless ground. Ooh, I could make tacos with that. Maybe we'll do that later. And these are T's favorite vegan burgers, some Dr. Praeger's black bean and quinoa burgers. We're definitely not gonna be able to eat all of this in one day, but we do have 3 days until the hurricane comes, so hopefully we can make it happen. We also have a fridge full, which, like I said before, we can put the stuff in the fridge on ice, but the stuff in the freezer is definitely gonna go bad if we don't eat it. And it breaks my heart when food goes to waste. It's huge for me. I talk to my kids about it daily, so we are not wasting this food. We are gonna make it happen. Oh, I have so much in my fridge too. Oh no, I better not waste this. I better use it for my strawberries right now. All right, all right. I have a whole thing of mushrooms in the fridge, but I just made mushroom barley soup, which I have left over. I actually bought this cold brew coffee with almond milk for the hurricane, so that's there on purpose. And then we just have a bunch of random stuff. I don't know. How are we gonna eat all this? There are 6 of us, so I think we can do it. I think we can eat most of the food in the freezer, or worst case, cook it and put it in the fridge and then put it on ice when the power goes out. That's wishful thinking. That's wishful thinking. Back to the freezer. I think what I'm gonna do is make the Amy's breakfast burritos and some blueberry bagels. These are just Dave's Killer Bread Boomin' Berry, blueberry. Sorry, God, that was close. Hi, guys. Jesus. This is just Dave's Killer Bread Boomin' Berry bagels, and I think I'm gonna make these and I'll share them with the kids, and then I'll make 2 of those tofu scramble wraps. Oh, yeah. And I will make a smoothie for the kids because we have so much fruit. I wasn't kidding about the whipped cream. I've got the burritos and the bagels in the oven now, and I'll show them to you when they're done. I'm just having 1/2 of this blueberry bagel, and I cut the other ones like this, and I'm gonna give one to each of the boys. You ready for yours? Yeah. I've got the burritos in the oven now. I just wanted to pop in real quick and say, just kind of remind everyone, or like throw a little disclaimer in, that this is not a typical day of food for me. Obviously the next few days and the next week or two are gonna be kind of weird and different because we have a hurricane coming, and we kind of have to deal with all of that and make sure that as little food as possible goes to waste. So we're gonna be eating lots of mock meats, more fruit than we would on a normal day because of the frozen fruit in the freezer, like via smoothies or popsicles or whatever. More breads, more processed foods than we would normally eat, more soy. I'm not against soy or bread or fruit or mock meats or even vegan processed foods at all. If you guys have been around my channel for a while, you know I'm all about it. Give me all the vegan junk food. I definitely enjoy vegan junk foods a few times a week already, but I wouldn't normally eat this many processed foods on top of bread, on top of more sugar, on top of more fruit than we would usually eat. But this is a special occasion and our bodies are adaptable, and I think we're all gonna be okay. If you haven't seen my I'm vegan and I eat what I want video, I talk a lot about how we're all gonna be okay. So anyway, I'm gonna link that video down below, but just wanted to pop that little disclaimer in here for anyone who's new to my channel. All right, I just had to get that out of the way. Now on to the main part of my breakfast. I always have fruit in the morning, and then I like to move on to something savory because I just don't feel good eating like just sweet stuff in the morning, like pancakes or oatmeal or cereal or like breads, like bagels. No, I need something savory. Give me some tofu, give me some just eggs, scrambled eggs, give me a breakfast sandwich with tempeh and avocado. Yes. So I'm gonna have this Amy's tofu scramble burrito that is still way too hot for me to eat. Let me cut it so it can cool off and you guys can check the steam. Yeah, if you haven't tried these, they're good. They're gluten-free if that's something you need. I don't need to be gluten-free, I just like these. Ow! I probably shouldn't bite this. It's not a good idea. Yes, tofu. Give me all the tofu. Yeah, this is gonna hit the spot. I put some salsa on it to cool it off, and also just to use up my salsa that's in the fridge. See, you see how that works? I am a master non-food waster. In my last video, I showed you guys a couple of clips from one of my favorite childhood movies, and one of you guessed it, so I want to do that again today. Let me show you what movie we got going on today. This is still one of my favorite movies ever, and it's also one of my kids' favorites. So if you know what it is, let me know in the comments below.
Check out the fresh nuts, weeds in the juice. Ow! Buddy. Ow!
I may have snuck into the hurricane coffee. Hi, it is almost 5 o'clock, and I literally have not been hungry because I ate so much bread, but I am hungry now, so I'm gonna go ahead and make dinner. And I just pulled these Gardein beefless grounds out of the freezer, and I grabbed some leftover tortillas, and I'm gonna use up some salsa and black beans and just some quinoa that I put in a burrito the other day, which is, it's like quinoa and beans and corn and peppers and tomatoes. And I'm just gonna make quick burritos. oh, I'm gonna saute the beefless grounds with some orange and yellow bell peppers. And of course, I'll be adding several jalapenos. So I'm gonna be getting rid of so many leftovers. So proud right now. So I've got dinner sauteing right now. It looks so yummy and it smells so good. I just added a little bit of this McCormick organic taco seasoning. Put like maybe a third of the packet on it. Hopefully it's not too spicy. I'm sure it's fine. I am going to just wrap it up in one of these tortillas. It's like a simple dinner and I'm using mostly leftovers and also getting a whole bag of those soy beefless crumbles out of my fridge. So win-win. My burrito's done. I was just putting the salsa away in the fridge and I realized that I totally could have sauteed some of those mushrooms and put them in here. So I think if I reheat this tomorrow, then I'm gonna saute some mushrooms first and like kind of reheat it that way so I can get rid of those too. Let's see how it tastes. That's really good. I feel like sometimes when I just throw meals together with whatever I have, they are some of my favorite things to eat. Try it, guys. Use what you have. That's one of the biggest tips for not wasting food. Don't just go to the grocery store and buy things that you're craving. Try and be creative and just use things that you already have so that you're not constantly buying new things and the stuff that you already have in your fridge ends up going to waste. Just something to think about. All right, I'm feeling pretty proud because I have taken like 3 or 4 bags and boxes out of my freezer so far today. It's not just been all me. 2 of the boys wanted these Gardein Crispy Tenders vegan nuggets, so I made them those. And the other 2 wanted burritos, so I made those. So those go in the trash and recycling, respectfully. Those are gone, the beefless crumbles are gone. Obviously I have a lot of leftovers from dinner and when T gets home from work, I am gonna feed him one of these burritos too. And I don't know, maybe we'll have it for lunch again tomorrow. It is dessert time now and I did make 2 pumpkin pies, but my mother-in-law brought over some vegan magnums and I'm kind of feeling that after a burrito. I'm not really in a pumpkin pie mood, so I might save that for breakfast tomorrow and go ahead and sneak one of these magnums, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's totally going down, it's happening. So this is gonna be my dessert tonight and that is everything that I will have eaten today. It is now only 5:30, so I don't know, I'll let you know if I have a snack later, but I'm really not that hungry today, which is weird for me because ever since I was a kid, I've always had like a really big appetite for such a small person. So I'm gonna eat this up. Yeah, definitely try these, they're really good. Just in case I don't see you guys anymore tonight, I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. I am so happy to be back, and if you're new here, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button. And if you're watching this and you enjoyed this video, hit the like button because it really helps my tiny channel to grow. And I will see you in my next hurricane video. Maybe it'll be the hurricane party, maybe it'll be another what I eat out of the freezer for 24 hours while preparing for a hurricane. Let me know in the comments below which one you want to see first, and I will see you then. Bye. My kids basically ate like at least a half of my other magnums, so I'm definitely having the last one right now, no regrets.
Baby, baby, baby.